Those camps started as an outreach effort for us to help grieving families. We realized that a family brings their child to us hoping that we're going to make them better, and unfortunately that doesn't always happen. And what we realized is when they leave us empty-handed and the elevator doors closed and they're by themselves, that our work didn't end there. Our care for that family didn't end there, and we had to develop something that would help them on their grief journey. So that was where Bo's Camp was born. It was born out of the hearts of the pediatric critical care staff and the neonatal intensive care staff to help families on their grief journey. And we looked at grief resources throughout our state and for the families that had been in the intensive care units in the Children's Hospital, and found that there were limited resources and that many of the families didn't have a means to access the resources in the central part of the state. Realized when we were visiting camps that grief was not a spectator sport, and many of the camps were aimed around children, and parents would watch, and we knew that to help a child, we had to help the parents as well. So there are parent groups, and then there are times where the families are together for activities throughout the weekend. But all of the volunteers are trained professionals. There's staff of the Children's Hospital who may have worked with the family while the child was in the hospital. They are staff from the emergency room or from the adult ICUs that have been cared for the person who was lost and helped the family or their survivors, whether it was children or a spouse. It's amazing for the staff to be a part of this, to see the families arrive on a Friday night afraid, unsure what's going on, and by the end of the weekend they've connected with other families. They've really begun their grief journey in a new way and have developed strong tools to help them along the way to care for themselves and their children, and they see themselves as a new and different family. So it's an important thing to help them to be healthy in life following the death of a loved one. If you want more information about Bo's Camp and how to apply to come, you can look it up on the website at navicenthealth.org/boscamp, or you could reach us by phone at 478-633-1503.